At Lifehack Coaching, we help women over 35 to balance hormones naturally, boost metabolism, and lose weight sustainably.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to my podcast, take number 3. We had some technical issues today, going from one platform to another, but we're here now. So thank you so much, Karen, for joining me today. I've asked Karen to join because she had extremely amazing results in the last 18 weeks. She lost about 15.5 kilos, which is way above average. And I know Karen didn't think it was that big of a deal, but it is, and it's amazing results, and it's due to fantastic life changes that Karen has implemented. So I thought it would be very beneficial for everyone to hear her story and just see what she did and how she did it. So yeah, Karen lost 15.5 kilos in the last about 18 weeks and didn't do any starving, no crazy diets, nothing like that. Actually, opposite, Karen had to eat way more food to the point that she would complain about it all the time. But that's okay. I did warn her at the start that she's going to complain about eating too much food and it's not going to fit anywhere. But yeah, we're here now and I think it's going to be very, very beneficial because many women who are listening to this podcast will see themselves in Karen's story. And so what we did in the last 18 weeks is focus on nutrition, stress management, focusing on sleep, focusing on eating real food, whole foods and things like that. So yeah, Karen struggled with her weight before she came to me and magic happened. She lost 15.5 kilos. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Tell me, Karen, what happened? Why did you end up here? How were you feeling? What was going on with you when you decided to reach out?
I think I was feeling quite frustrated with my weight. It kept going up and down. Even if I was eating reasonably healthy, I couldn't shift much. And I was definitely going through perimenopause, lots of symptoms that were making me uncomfortable and not having the willpower to kind of keep eating healthy. Life gets busy. I definitely eat when I'm stressed. So lots of things against me. I almost sort of didn't care, but I did care and I was in that negative spiral of kind of what should I do? And yeah, I'd been following you, Facebook, done your perimenopause course and then pretty much gone to the doctors and my blood tests and things had come back as pre-diabetes and I knew it was time to kind of take things seriously. And I knew that I could do it, but I just needed that extra support from you and just keep focused.
Yeah. So what do you think was the last drop? Like, did you see a post or something that were like, oh, that's it, that makes sense? Or were you like, I'm sick of feeling sick?
I think I was on my day off. I was on the computer. I just watched something you'd put up. You suggested a comment and I did, and you were right onto me, and it was probably what I needed. I've procrastinated any longer. I would have just, I remember saying to you, oh, but it's nearly Christmas and like needing an excuse. Yeah, life's always going to have excuses. And I think it was because you were going to be there on the journey. I knew I could keep fumbling on my own, trying to do it, but my weight would just keep going up and down and I needed no more excuses. It was the time.
There's always different seasons in life, right? And in every year, there's Christmas and birthdays and Easter, it's coming up, and Valentine's Day, there's any opportunity to eat chocolate and eat takeaways and things like that. So the better time to start is now, or yesterday, right? So it's better not keep putting it off or anything like that. So the turning point for you, when do you feel like it's clicked? Did you start seeing results straight away? Did it take a while of spinning wheels? Like, what was it for you?
Yeah, I did see results straight away. And I think that was probably inflammation and water retention and things. It dropped quickly at the beginning. And then, I guess I was frustrated that felt like it was slow and you'd tell me, no, it's a good loss. And I guess it's the consistency of not getting frustrated with that and just doing the plan, being organized and knowing that eventually, it would be better. Just sort of lower my expectation, be kind and be organized with prepping meals. And I know, I was never hungry because there was so much to get in a day. It just felt like I was always eating, looking at food or writing down what I was eating. Yeah, I could now do it with my eyes shut almost.
Yeah.
What I need to grab for the...
And it's amazing, right? Like it's a pain in the ass to track what you eat and how much you eat and record everything. But if you didn't record, you wouldn't know that you were under eating massively.
And I think that's thinking I'd have a salad and this, but I was under eating protein. My body wasn't balanced enough and calm enough. And with the extra stress, it was just not shifting. Yeah. So you think, okay, but it's not the right quantities and things.
No. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like tracking your sleep, tracking your weight, tracking your calories, tracking your protein is important, especially at the start of the journey, because if you're not tracking, then how do you know that you're actually eating enough? Like my concern when I work with someone is not that you're eating too much. Most of the time, it's not the case. Most of the time, it's undereating massively. And at this stage of life, when you go through perimenopause, undereating actually causes stress on the body. And then it's hold on to everything and you won't be losing weight because your metabolism slow down as well because you're undereating. Metabolism is a demand and supply. If you're eating enough, it works. If you don't eat enough, it slows down because it doesn't need to keep working. So it's important to speed it up, making sure it's performing to best ability, eat enough, all of that good stuff. So yeah. So what would you say your biggest challenge been in the last 18 weeks?
I guess every day you had a different routine, and those routines have been hard to kind of keep to sometimes. Being organized, getting to sleep. I know when I've had a good sleep, happier and healthier and feeling ready for the day, and eating early enough to digest my food so that I'm going to bed comfortable. And just knowing that I can have some tools to kind of manage my stress and do the things that I need to do to keep on track. What was making sense for what you were saying.
Yeah. And that's what we found that had quite big impact on you as well, is when you ate your food earlier and not too late at night, your weight was shifting faster. Then like you could be still eating higher, even high calories. But as long as you finish your eating earlier, you had better weight loss next day because, you had time to digest that food.
Yeah. And just going to bed more comfortable and just, getting up and down. It's full of the night. I can have a lot more liquid.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah. Well, and that's quite common in the first stages when you first introduce more water to your body. All you're going to do is run to the bathroom all the freaking time, but then your body adjusts. Your body definitely adjusts, but you do go more to bathroom more because it's trying to eliminate all the toxins and all the stuff out of your body, trying to do detox itself. And that's where our body is great at detoxifying. Like we don't need any detox teas or detox, whatever they are, pills and stuff like that. Our body knows what to do when you support it. And if you're not supporting it through good nutrition, good lifestyle, water intake and sleep, then no amount of detox stuff is going to make you feel better anyway. Cool. That's awesome. So do you think it's sustainable, what you're doing now?
I know people say, what are you going to do when you come off it? I've said, I'm not coming off it as such. I know now what to eat, how to eat clean and how to eat whole foods and the good choices to make. So I won't be coming off it. I will continue to keep to a routine. And I think if I eat something different, I know it's going to maybe add a few calories, 100 grams or whatever, but it's not a big issue. That next food in my mouth will be exactly back on track, just so I can keep my calories and keep my weight where it needs to be.
Yeah, there's nothing to come off. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you are taking the drugs or you are on a diet. Like you're not on diet. You're actually not on diet. You just eat, you actually eating more than you were eating before, and you're focusing on whole foods. You're eating real foods, whole foods. You're eating more protein, vegetables, fruit. You're not dieting. Like you're not depriving yourself. What you're depriving yourself maybe is from junk, alcohol, chocolates, or like you can still have dark chocolate, but like junk processed foods. That's what you kind of limited to the best ability because you still go out sometimes. You still been ordering foods, like you've been meeting with your friends and things like that. So you've still been doing things, maybe not as often, but like there's nothing to come off of. This is lifestyle. This is change. If this is what's working for your body and supporting your body, that's what you have to kind of stick to forever. And I think I'm pretty sure I said that at the start as well before you even join, that when we find what's working for you, that's what you have to do for the rest of your life, 80% of the time. Because that's what your body appreciates. And that's when your body is going to work at the best capacity and doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So what are the 2-3 biggest changes that you've made?
Yep. Eating early to digest, not worrying so much about what my family's eating and putting myself first and getting my own food ready and being organised with it. My days off, I meal prep and I know how to count my calories. So it's a bit time consuming, but it's being organised so that it's the right choices.
Beautiful.
And definitely getting to sleep too. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's good. So those are the things like that you want to kind of going forward, you're going to go, okay, those are the things that are going to be non-negotiable for me, and I'm going to stick to it. And then here's a couple of things that I might be more negotiable. Like when I go out, I might eat, I don't know, dessert or have a glass of wine or whatever, but it's not going to be every week. It's going to be a birthday or something special. And then you know how to get back onto your routine and back to your lifestyle, what works for your body. So tell me, if one of your friends asks you, like, what can I do to start now? What would your advice be? Like, what can I do to lose weight or to feel better or improve my perimenopausal symptoms?
Well, I think it's getting in touch with your body, putting your health needs first. I think, we're so focused on our families and serving everybody else. I just knew that I didn't have the energy and I wasn't as active as I wanted to be. So all those skills of eating properly and getting more balanced have helped me, and that's worth a go for anybody else. Like, I didn't think I'd get there, but I'm getting there. So it's possible if you want it.
There. You're 100% there. You're getting amazing results. Like you implementing such a big changes. And I'm so glad you're in this program for a longer period of time and not just a quick 16 weeks. Because 16 weeks is great to get you started, but you do, like when you have certain habits or that you had for such a long time, it takes a while to develop new habits and to get used to it and get your body used to it as well. I think you're doing a fantastic job and you're having amazing results too, because you've been pretty consistent and very compliant too. Awesome. Well, Karen, I know you've got to run, I've got to run. So thank you so much for your time and thank you for joining and sharing your story with us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. And good luck to everybody else who needs to make a difference. Yeah, thank you.
If you have any questions about this podcast or about hormones, weight loss, or just healthier lifestyle, please go to our website at lifehackcoaching.co.nz or feel free to email me directly, Anastasia@lifehackcoaching.co.nz.